So you may have heard that email marketing is the best way to convert clients on autopilot and to really build an engaged following that is receiving your content, unlike platforms like social media where algorithms come into play. Email marketing, you're building this community of people that want to hear from you, right? But you've probably heard a few of the myths as well that are floating around. And in this video, I'm going to debunk those myths so you can continue to grow your email list and really drive that engagement and drive conversions in your business. All right, let's get into it. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kate Emiley and I'm a brand and content strategist, and I love helping small business owners just like you build their brands online. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 7 myths I've heard rolling around the internet about email marketing. So let's debunk these ones. Myth number 1 is email marketing is dead, which is so not true. This is a total falsie because people are just feeling that platforms like social media, Instagram, TikTok, and so on are the place to be, the place to create content. But email marketing is so incredibly effective and so cheap to do. HubSpot released this stat where it says that you can get $36 for every $1 you spend on email marketing, which is an insane return on investment. It's something that is just unprecedented with any other marketing activity you could do, whether it's ads or social media or events. None of that will have the same sort of return as email marketing. Myth number 2 is email marketing is complicated, but let me tell you, it's not. You don't have to be a tech wizard to get into this stuff. It's so easy. The platforms make it simple, and there's so much information out there that can help you to actually create an email newsletter or to set up an automation or do segmentation. And I've got a whole course on this, which is the Effortless Email Marketing course, which makes it really simple and easy to understand. So if you are wanting to dive further into email marketing, go check that one out. There's a link in the description below, and you can use that course to get started with email marketing in a simple and pain-free way. There's also a community component as part of that course, so you're going to have my support throughout the process as well. Myth number 3 is avoid unsubscribes at all costs. And the thing is, unsubscribes aren't a bad thing. They just mean that your content isn't landing with that person anymore. And it's so fine to have those people leave your list. In fact, with a lot of email software providers, you're paying for how many subscribers you have. So having people on your list that don't want to be there, that aren't going to open your emails, it's better if they just leave completely. I would make sure that you're checking your unsubscribe rates and making sure you don't have a big spike in unsubscribes. These might happen if you're sharing content that's not aligned to the reason why people subscribe to your list, or it might be because you haven't sent an email in a really long time and they've forgotten who you are. Myth number 4 is email newsletters need to be beautifully designed. But in fact, the opposite is true. If your email has a whole lot of design elements, including images, it may be more likely to enter the promotions tab on Gmail. Gmail is the most commonly used email server that your clients and customers will be using. So if they're on desktop and your emails are entering the promotions tab, that just means that they're going to be less likely to be seen. If, however, you are an e-commerce business, images are really important. But if you're a service-based business, try and strip as many images as you can out and only include something if it's critical, or maybe include a GIF to add a little bit of personality and movement in your email. Myth number 5 is that email subject lines need to be clever. But the thing is, if you are creating clickbaity subject lines, people are going to be less likely to engage with your newsletters in the future, or they're going to be more likely to unsubscribe because you've kind of tricked them into viewing your content. You want to make sure your subject lines create curiosity, so they really spark an interest and an intrigue in your subscribers, but not something that's tricky, that's going to basically get them to click because they're trying to figure out what's happening. Some of these subject lines might include oops or our meeting, or something where they're like, oh, that sounds a bit odd, let's check that one out. If you create subject lines like this, you probably will have higher open rates, but then you're going to have those higher unsubscribes, or people aren't going to click on your emails in the future. I have a whole video on how to create subject lines that spark curiosity, which you can go and watch now. And that one is going to tell you the best tips and tricks for creating subject lines that get more opens. Myth number 6 is you need to send emails at the perfect time. But the thing is, the perfect time doesn't exist. Your email newsletters may perform really well at a certain time one week and not the next. You just want to make sure that when you're sending your email newsletters that you're trying to understand who your ideal client is and where they're going to be at that time of receiving that email. If you're a B2B, then sending emails during the week, during office hours is going to be the most effective for you. Whereas if your consumer product maybe at nighttime or in the morning or on the weekend might be more effective. I recommend experimenting with this one, see what works, and then create a bit of consistency and try to send it the same time, same day, every single week, and just take a punt, choose a time, and don't think too much of it. You can watch my video on when to send out email newsletters, which shares a few questions that you can ask yourself around what might be the best potential time for you to send out an email newsletter. But again, there's no perfect time that I can give you. What time I send my emails out changes every now and then. At the moment, I'm sending them really early on a Wednesday morning in my time zone. So I'm in Western Australia, and I send it at about 5 o'clock in the morning. So then it's sort of capturing the eastern states of Australia, as well as the previous evening in United States and Europe. So it's really tricky because I have a global audience, and that's just the time that I've decided to send emails, and I just keep it consistent every fortnight. And the 7th myth is that anything below a 50% open rate is a failure. I get asked this all the time, what's a good open rate? And a lot of clients come to me and go, oh my gosh, this email has only had 50% of people open it. And I'm like, that's amazing. Think about it like this. You had 50% of your list actually open that email. Imagine if 50% of your Instagram followers saw your post. That would be an incredible statistic. So thinking about it like that and going, wow, that is an awesome result, and really trying to nail that every single time is the best strategy. So a average open rate or a good open rate is generally about 20 to 25% of your list. The larger your list grows, that percentage is probably going to decrease a little bit. My emails see about 30 to 33%, depending on what it is. Occasionally I get a 25, 28% as well, but I send fortnightly emails, so people are sort of looking out for them every fortnight at the same time and day. But the most important thing is to just be consistent and continue improving on that open rate. So I hope you love this video. I hope it debunked a few of those myths for you, and email marketing is a really easy strategy. You can start implementing it. It's super effective and cheap to do. So as your list grows, it will cost more money on platforms to send your emails, but this is sort of between $20 and $50 per month, especially if you're just starting out. But if you're wanting to dive deeper into email marketing and have support from myself, then join my Effortless Email Marketing course. That one shares my 3-part approach to email marketing, which is how you can grow your email list, nurture your subscribers, and convert clients on autopilot. So the link is below if you're interested in checking out that one. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and click the big thumbs up to say you like this video. Drop any comments below if you have them, and I hope to see you back here next time when I share another video that I know you're gonna love. So until then, bye for now.